Hey comic book fans, my nerdy friends, my geeky compadres, what's going on? Hey look, I'm back with some lightning round reviews. It's been like a month since I've done them, so I apologize for that. There's been a whole lot of books that came out that I enjoyed, and some that I didn't like, some that I dropped, and some that I picked up. But this is just going to be about the 6 books that I picked up this week, and that's going to be it. I'm sorry about all the other ones that I kind of skipped out on, but you'll understand because you don't want like an hour and a half long video. So, on that note, let's get going. Okay, before we get into the reviews, just wanted to show you one thing I picked up today. I went to Second and Charles, and I picked up one trade. I was going to pick up a bunch of other ones, but then I just kind of decided that I wasn't really overly interested. They had Nowhere Men Volume 1. Didn't really know too much about it, so I put it down. They had The Tourist by Brian Wood. I flipped through it, saw the art, and kind of became disinterested. They also had a Flash hardcover that I thought about picking up, and I put that back. But one book that I just couldn't put back was this. This is... Oh, man, I forget the guy's name now. Son of a... is it Johnny, the Homicidal Maniac? Yeah, Johnny the Homicidal Maniac. See, it just says JTHM there. But it's Johnny the Homicidal Maniac. This is the director's cut, so I don't know if that makes it any better. Whatever. I did look, and it is the first issue through the 7th issue with a couple extra things in the back end. I've heard a lot of talk about this, and a lot of people have said that they really enjoyed it. So I thought I think it was like $6. I couldn't put it back. So, yeah, this is the one thing I walked away with. So, yeah, excited to read that. We'll see how it goes. Like I said, a lot of people have talked about it, so I thought I'd pick it up when I had the chance. Now, let's jump into the reviews. Like I said, I had 6 books this week. Start with the first one first. Amazing Spider-Man, issue 1.3, the third part of this Learning to Crawl story arc that I've thoroughly enjoyed. I really, really like this story that's in between all the old stories that we know. So, yeah, I really, really enjoyed this. Actually, much more so than the main story that's not in not the Learning to Crawl story, the regular story. I've been enjoying this a lot more. I wish this would keep going instead of what we have going on right now. Oh, sorry, my nose itches. Anyway, yeah, really like what's going on here. The interaction between Spider-Man and... Why do I always forget that guy's name? Is it Clash? It might be Clash. The interaction between the two and how things just kind of start continuing to go wrong for Peter Parker. If you're not picking up the point issues, I kind of suggest you should, because I think it's much better than what's going on in the normal story. So, yeah, go pick this up if you haven't. Next we have Daredevil issue 5, coming off the back of the 0.1 issue of Daredevil last week. This I enjoyed so much more. That 0.1 issue really kind of made me mad. $4.99 for that issue, and it was just nothing. It was a throwaway issue. But this is really, really fantastic. You know, this progresses the story after what happened with the owl. This centers around Foggy Nelson, as you can tell, just kind of like looking at his funeral. This kind of goes on to explain what happened when Matt Murdock decided he was going to San Francisco, and how that affected Foggy's life or death. I really, really like this. There's a lot of... I think I tweeted that there's a lot of heart in this issue, and there really, really is. It's just kind of... I wouldn't necessarily say like a feel-good issue, but you get that you get some feelings when you read this, and I really, really enjoyed it. I know when Daredevil was first getting the price hike and the reboot, I was really against it, but since I decided to stay on it, and since he's gone to San Francisco, I've completely enjoyed it. And if there was one book that deserved to be $3.99 coming out of Marvel, it was Daredevil, and it's been fantastic and completely worth it. Then we have the Superior Foes of Spider-Man. This has gone back to Fantastic from, I think it was either 1 or 2 issues, but those issues were just god-awful. But I'm really glad it's kind of back. I love this team and the humor. It's just a great palate cleanser of a book. There's nothing heavy going on with it. It's all just fun. Story's great. The art is fantastic. It's just a really, really great book. If you're not reading it, I really think you should. $2.99 book. Or no, $3.99. It's gone $3.99 now. But great, fantastic, fun book. It really is. So if you get the chance, pick that up. Then we have Abe Sabian, issue 14, and I was left completely dumbfounded by this book. I jumped on last issue, and it just confused the hell out of me, and this made it 10 times worse. I still don't know what's going on. I still don't know what's going on between Abe Sabian and this girl Grace, and then there's this, like, lady that they come across whose body parts detach, and he's gone fishing, and then so I don't know what's going on. It's insane. I think I'll stick on for a little while still, just because I like the character, and like I've said before, I want to get more into the Magnola-verse type stuff, but this story is just strange, and I don't necessarily grasp it at all, and it's really hard to stay on the title, but I'm going to, at least for a while. So, hopefully it gets better. Then we have The Walking Dead, issue 129. I am really enjoying this. I know there's probably a few people out there that don't really like it, and probably even more people that dropped the title after the All Out War arc happened. I've taken to calling it the All Out Bore because it was kind of billed to be something intense and crazy, and just nothing happened at the end. I still liked it myself, but it was kind of... it didn't live up to what it was supposed to be, in my opinion. But I like this slowed down pace for this book, because this book has always been more about the character interaction to me, the more human side of the zombie apocalypse. I just like how... I like how they've jumped in time quite a bit. I think it was 5 years it's gone forward, and I like how this society has started booming, and how we get interactions between everybody in the community, and Rick and Carl, and just everything's just kind of come together to a point where they've always wanted it to be, is what it seems like. And then you have these characters over here that are kind of doing something else. So I'm really excited to see where this is going. I just enjoy the hell out of this book. I think it's great. And last but not least, we have Ghosted issue 11. Kind of starting off a new story arc, but not really. This is more kind of a one-shot. And I really, really enjoyed it. You get the backstory of this character, who I can't remember for the life of me, her name. I'm sorry. But you get the story of where she's coming from, how she grew up, what she's into, how she became who she is, and this story about how she got involved with the millionaire from the first arc who hired everybody to capture a ghost for him for his collection. I really like it. I think it's great. I know a lot of people are questioning jumping off this book because the last story arc wasn't fantastic. I enjoyed the last story arc personally. I thought it was still really good and interesting. And I'm on this book for the long haul. I think it's really great. Very supernatural, and that's something I like. Plus, this one has to deal with a biker gang, which is something I've always been interested in. Not being a part of one myself, but I've always kind of been into those type of stories. So I should have picked up Sherwood, but I didn't because I totally forgot about it. Maybe next week. Anyway, this was really, really good, especially if you're into the backstories on this character. If you wondered at all where she's coming from, this gives you everything. And I'd really kind of like more issues like this for this group of characters that were involved in the story as a whole. I think that'd be really cool. Maybe at like the beginning of each arc we get a different one. I think that'd be really awesome. So I thought it was really, really good. At least I think so. And that's it for all my reviews this week. Again, sorry for not doing reviews on all the other books for the last couple weeks. I know I've been kind of slacking, but it's summer, so give me a friggin' break. I don't think I have anything else to tell you guys. Pretty sure that's just about it. Showed you the trade I picked up today, gave you my reviews, and yeah, I'm going to go get started reading some Rachel Rising Volume 3 now, so I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.